Yeah, hi everyone. So, slightly longer video today. Normally it's shorts that we just put up. Today's going to be a little bit longer, but it's just going to be a simple recovery and some little accessories. So we're going to start off with some walking, just some light walking on the ATP machine, on the belt squat machine. We're lucky enough to have a belt squat. So we'll do a couple of minutes on that. Then we're going to do a little bit of neck, something Josh Bryant routine, who did the jailhouse strong or gas station ready neck, with some dumbbell shrugs and some back shoulders. So we'll probably just post the whole workout, probably be about 20-25 minutes. And then if you like this new style, this new format, I think it's very similar to what Sam Sulek does and Mitch Hooper. So we'll get going on the ATP machine. If you like it, let us know in the comments, see what you think. And if you do like it, you can do us a really big favour and subscribe to the channel. And if you hear a little voice in the background, that's my wife Louise.
Hi.
Telling me to work harder or correcting my form or that sort of thing. But anyway, we're going to start over on the belt squat machine, loaded up with a colossal 10 kilos. That's all it is. But anyway, the reason I like doing these belt squat walks, because it affords a little bit of traction, according to Louis Simmons over at Westside Barbell there. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but he did know a lot. Helps build a little bit of glute and hamstrings, but also just gets the heart going. It's low intensity, just walking for a minute or two. I know Matt Wenning over at Wenning Strength's a big fan of this sort of thing as well. Just a low intensity session just to recover. Deadlifts tomorrow, so of course we want to make sure that we've recovered from squats the other day. But this builds an incredible amount of hip and glute strength, and normally we'd have some music blaring, but of course YouTube copywriting doesn't like that. This is really useful, this machine as well, we found, for people that want to come in and do bag carries. We've got a couple of big sandbags that you can do these bag carries if you just use band tension on this instead of just straight weight, and that makes it a whole other different exercise. It's so much more painful. But we find that a lot of the girls that come in here like this exercise. It affords them a lot of relief and a lot of comfort on their hips, especially the girls that might have had kids and twisted pelvis. It tends to help with realigning their pelvis, some people might suggest. I'm not a doctor, I don't know how true that is, but it might be the case. What do you think, Louise? You like it, don't you?
It makes everything feel it's where it should be.
Yeah. So the idea is, if you want to do this, a couple of things. There are no strict rules. You get on it, just do a walk. And I often find when people start to say, well, that's not right, you should do that, or certain exercise order. Well, I always think, who made those rules up? Who made the rules up that says you can't do this and you must do that? However, there are some things that are going to make certain exercises more effective. So with this, just making sure that you're lifting your feet up off the floor rather than backwards. That's not to say that that's not going to be effective for something, but we do seem to feel a lot more activation in the hips and glutes if we're pulling our hips forward like this. Also, one of the things we've noticed, the people that have got a tight psoas, that have done a lot of deadlifts and squats and haven't perhaps been doing their leg raises to release their psoas, actually this is really good for that, because the movement is lifting slightly under load. It does seem to afford a little bit of relief from a tight psoas. If you're wondering if you've got a tight psoas, it can manifest itself as bad low back, achy lower back, tight hamstrings. Kelly Starrett, the author of The Supple Leopard, if anybody's interested, you can get that online, or look up the Ready State on YouTube to see Kelly Starrett. Offers a lot of interventions that can help if you've got a bit of psoas pain, and if you have and you touch it, you'll soon know about it. But anyway, I think that's about enough of that. Probably a couple of minutes, was that?
Maybe there or thereabouts.
There,
A bit
that's
longer. Steady.
Yay! Yeah, I can really feel that in my hips. So, I'm going to move on to now. Going to do a little bit of neck. Not weighted today. We are going to do a Josh Bryant routine. So, the idea would be we're going to do 15, lay down on the bench and do 15 neck raises. And then we will do 15 to each side, and then again 15 to each side. In fact, this routine I saw on the Mark Bell podcast he did a while ago, and I've done it for a little while. You do get a pump. You're not going to get the same benefit as if you were doing it with weight, but obviously it's more of a recovery session, nothing heavy.
Bit of a lie down.
And just a bit of a lie down. We like a lie down. That's why bench pressing's so popular. So anyway, the routine, it almost makes me feel sick, this, because, you know, the change of direction.
Oh.
You know, you're looking, oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, interestingly, the big muscles that we're looking at to start with, the sternocleidomastoid here, is involved in moving the head forward and back, actually, believe it or not. They are the other little ones, like the scalenes and that sort of a thing. But anyway, we're looking at just doing 15 reps here. 2, 3, get a bit of a pump. 4, 5, 6. Notice Jeff Nippard, if people follow him on YouTube, has shown studies have shown that as little as 9 sets of neck a week is enough to make a considerable difference to the side of your neck in a relatively short time. Neck's very, very quick to develop and respond, so there's no excuse really. Now it's got to be about 15, doesn't it? Okay, so
Well, I wasn't counting.
and then it's 2 to the side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Apparently this is something that the MMA boys do. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm sure I read it somewhere. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do get a burn.
I'm going to lie down.
Yeah. Stop that music, please. I'm still here. Just stop that music. 10, 12.
So what plane is that meant to be on?
Oh.
So is your head meant to be flat and coming upwards?
Well,
slightly
I
up
think
and out?
you just want to feel. I think you just want to feel the tension in your neck, and it was hurting. It was painful. And normally with weight, reps for 8 to 12 for me, but that one's much higher. They're 15 reps or so. But I really, really feel that. Yeah. So anyway, the next exercise I want to do is one that a lot of people will have recognised from Pumping Iron. Arnold doing his laying rear delts. This isn't going to be a lot of weight here. Probably just going to do a couple of sets. These are 7 kilos, baby weights. Anyway, I like these. I really do feel this in my back shoulder. So there's no right or wrong way. You can make the big arc and fall that way. You can just kind of pull it up this way. Either way, it does seem to hit that rear shoulder. I don't mind pulling the funny effort faces. It's not very heavy.
I've seen you pull worse.
6, yeah. 8. And again, just a light recovery session. just to get the blood moving.
So what's the ideal rep range?
Hitting, well, whatever you really, just start to feel a gentle burn in the muscles you're aiming for. For me, that was 11, 12 reps,
Yeah.
just started to feel a gentle burn. Not going to go crazy with the volume.
So how many sets of this are you
Oh,
going to do?
two or three probably, just to get the blood in there and just do something. A recovery rest day shouldn't be, as everybody knows, shouldn't be a day when you just do nothing. Doing something, even something just as little as going for a walk, is beneficial. But just making sure that you do something. For me, I like to do a little bit in the gym and go on a walk. I like to put some movement into areas where I feel I need a little bit of development. Upper back, traps, that sort of thing. General GPP, general physical preparedness on the belt squat there. But there are areas I think everybody can develop without even knowing what people look like or what they're training. Upper back is always an area that could be stronger. It helps with the deadlift, squat, overhead press, bench press, the big exercises. Your trapezius as well, I include in that. Doing the walks on the belt squat machine helps, with glutes and hamstrings. Everybody could do with a bit more glute and hamstring strength. You could include lats and triceps in that as well, depending on what style of training you use. But again, you have to decide if you're going to end up doing lats and triceps and rear delts and traps. But I tend to do this on a Tuesday as well, and then perhaps do triceps and lats in that session, rather than making this one too long. I tend to just want to be in and out really. And because I'm chatting away and making this video, it's probably going to be a bit longer than it normally would. And what we'll do, we could do this, make another video like this one tomorrow maybe, with the proper deadlift session. So rather than just using the little weights, maybe get some proper weights going tomorrow.
So shoulder health is really important for weightlifting, which is one of the reasons
Oh.
you're doing this.
Absolutely. And I don't know where these phrases come from that say, you should do 2 or 3 times the amount of work pulling as what you do pushing. I know Matt Wenning believes that that's the case, and he really knows his onions, but I can't see a downside. If you do more of pulling than what you do pushing, I don't see that there's going to be a downside to it. However, the argument against that as well, which is really a persuasive argument, the pecs and the lats are both powerful internal rotators of the shoulder. And if we're one of these people, as I am, that didn't take care of business back in the day, getting under a barbell to do a straight bar back squat is difficult now. And I think fully 50% of that is tight pecs and tight lats. And so if you're not taking care of business and doing your external rotation drills and mobility from an early stage, then you're probably going to suffer with that as you get older. But again, people like Aaron Horshing at Squat University is a big proponent of those sorts of things, and Kelly Starrett. Lots and lots of people on YouTube can show some of those kind of drills and movements. If people want to see a bit of that, we can do that. Just leave a comment below and we'll do that. But that's just a couple of sets of that. I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to do some dumbbell shrugs now. dumbbell cleans rather, just nice and light, again just the 7 kilo, just to get a bit of blood in the traps. Just shrug up. Really lightweight. One more set of them. You know, I might chuck a little bit of grip in at the end of this, just on the with the rolling thunder.
And why are you going to add that in?
Where?
Why?
I like. Well, I haven't done grip for a couple of days, and
What's beneficial about grip training or recovery?
well, the
sessions?
reason, grip's really important, not just from a strength training point of view. You know, it's important to realise there's a difference between training for forearm size and for grip. But scientifically, the idea is that having a good grip is a good indicator of health later in life, not just from a central nervous system point of view, because it is a good indicator of how your central nervous system is performing, but also for old people, it's maybe as simple as opening a jar, being able to feed themselves. But yeah, grip, the science tells us is a really good indicator of how healthy you are likely to be in older age. So it's important to train it. You know, whether that be crushing strength, whether that be, you know, the pinching strength or whatever. Again, Louis Simmons at Westside is a big part for making sure that we train the opening of the hand as well as the closing for grip. And we use the rice bucket. We do a lot of that opening, simply putting your hand in and then opening in and opening. You know, do that for a minute. We do that for time rather than reps, and you soon get the soon start to see a bit of a pump and a bit of a burn. But grip's something you can do, so long as you're doing a different grip exercise, you can do that most days without too much worry. Actually, it's 12 of them, that's fine. I'm not going to do the rolling thunder. What I'm going to do is something I saw Magnus Midtbo, the climber, do. He's got a great grip. I'm going to just do something that I saw him do, which I've done before, which I quite enjoy. So I'm going to get a little bit choked. So, what's really interesting about this, do some hangs. What's really interesting here, he was talking about doing a full-handed grip where you put your whole hand round, and then where it's your knuckles, kind of like on where you get your calluses, and then into your fingers just on the first joint, and then into your fingers on the second one. As a climber, obviously, it's really important for him to have strong fingers, but for us as well, as weightlifters and strength athletes. So we do simply 5 seconds, then 5 seconds, 5 seconds and 5 seconds, and then might do 5 second one-handed hold, see how far along we can get as a bit of a finisher. It's not too taxing. Deadlifts tomorrow, don't want and rows, don't want my grip too sore, but we can always use straps. And again, don't use straps for weightlifting. Well, who made that rule? If your grip is the limiting factor, then use the straps. No one's going to arrest you for it. So yeah, that's what we do. So we just do 5 seconds on a full hold, and a bit of a stretch out. Oh dear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's nice and easy. Into the calluses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the first finger. 1, 2, 3. 5.
That's a different 5 to what I'm making.
Well. You can have a go. You can come and get another go. And then to the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Better.
Okay, so we'll do full hand grip. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy peasy. Or as Negan would say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was a really bad impression.
I have no idea who that was.
Negan from The Walking Dead.
Sure.
Must be about 5 seconds. So we'll go calluses now. This is a bit more painful, this one. 2, 3, 4, 5.
The fastest 5 seconds ever.
It's awful. Okay. 1, 2. It's so painful on your calluses. 5. Fingers. I can do it. No, not strong enough. Not strong enough. Not strong enough. But
So something to work on.
yeah, something to work on. But anyway, something really simple. It's the first time we've done one of these long videos just to show the sort of stuff that we do. If anybody would be interested in any other on these long ones and do something else, maybe it's a full training session tomorrow, full day of eating. Watch me eat the Stan Efferding vertical diet. But yeah, that's okay. For those that are interested, the questions I get, this is just a hang. I get asked a lot, what do you weigh? So I'm just shy of 17 stone at the minute. About 108 kilos, and I'm a whopping 5'10". For those interested, roughly, that's what I am. And none of that is my tiny IQ.
Ego.
But anyway, if you like the video, I'm sure I'll get more comfortable and natural in front of the camera. Leave your comments, particularly the abusive and rude ones, because it shows your character. And if you did like it, maybe consider subscribing. And then we can maybe get a GoPro to film it properly and not have to do it on Louisa's iPhone. Yay! But anyway, see you next time. Bye.